The thing that really pushed me to want to do this bike ride is that I feel passionately about SFK and the work that SFK does.
My first reaction was, no way, I'm not going to do this.
To see if I could still push myself for 3 days as hard as I could.
I thought, wow, maybe I could do it too.
And then in one mad moment, I said, I think I'm going to do it. And Emma said, okay, fine.
But the great thing was is that you had all these people around you and you believed you can do it.
That was very powerful to feel that I was part of something beautiful.
There's no way I could have got through that ride without the support of people who are more able physically than me to be able to help encourage me and instruct me what to do in order to get through it.
The biggest fear that I had was that I was not going to be able to finish the ride.
The first day I didn't find painful to start with. I mean, it was raining. It was really raining. I mean, everybody had kind of wet gear on, but you were soaked, absolutely soaked. I mean, right through to the skin. But it actually made the challenge in a bizarre way easier on one level because it did bring people together. On a physical level, it made it a lot harder.
It was too high, it was too tough and too long. And that would have been the turning point in the ride for me, when not only was it the steepest, but it was the longest, and I completed it. And then I realised then truly that we can do anything.
And I just thought, can I keep going? Can I keep going? And then as I started to come to terms with this, it became much, much easier. And before I knew it, I was actually at the next stop. And that was a massive, massive learning for me. Because as a person, I'm always worried about what's around the corner and what's on its way for me, even when at the time, I'm actually fine. And this really graphically brought it home to me that I don't need to be worrying about what's around the corner, because at this moment, I'm fine.
It was very painful for me, but that pain did not compare with the pain that I felt on the second day when suddenly I had a film in my head of the pain that I think I have caused in my life through various people, and feeling that pain was much bigger than the pain that I was feeling physically. So a lot of time was spent sending energy of, you know, please forgive me for all the pain that I caused you, and because it was the first time that I felt such an intense pain.
When we arrived in Paris, it was the most magical, amazing experience of my life. I mean, truly, truly amazing. To have conquered my fears, to have pushed myself physically, which I've never ever done in my whole life, to have depended on other people and supported other people through the 3 days and had this amazing bond with other people, and to see people who had all been through their personal journey all ride in unison, and to be met by the amazing SFK team there was just the most amazingly moving experience. I didn't expect it, but as I rode in, the tears started pouring down my face, and I just looked at all our friends that had taken the trouble to come there to welcome us, and I just thought, yeah, I've really done something special. And it was the most amazing feeling.
A lot of smiles, and smiles, all different smiles. Everybody has a different smile. And there were smiles from people, whether sometimes it'd been they got through their pain barrier or they were literally just having an absolutely fantastic time. And to seal that is really, really infectious. And I mean, that was a really good kind of happy memory that I have of the bike ride, of just all these smiling faces and people hugging each other and enjoying themselves.
I don't want to be bogged down by logic anymore. I'm going to take anything on, and I feel braver, and a long-term back problem that I had has just gone.
We talk about going outside yourself, trying to, to change, that if you change yourself, you make a difference in the world. And to have spent 3 days so far out of your comfort zone.
Since then, my life has definitely changed. for the better, for much better. I'm finding I'm dreaming a lot about this bike ride, and the faces, it's very bizarre.
I found since the ride, I'm much more proactive in dealing with things.
I have also found respect and, for my body and my health, and that's the most profound change that I think I have since the bike ride.